Hey y'all, welcome back to Rosie's Garage. Thank you for watching, do appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about something that's kind of cool for me. I've been waiting to do this for a little bit and I kind of was hesitant. I'm kind of built like a T-Rex. My arms are probably an inch or two shorter than they should be. Sorry, that's what I was born with. But even though I have these awesome Arlen Ness risers on here and I love the way they feel and look, after about 15-20 minutes I start to get a little pain in my back. So, and it's not in my lower back, which is where they were before when I had the stock bars, but it's kind of in my upper back and it's more from just kind of leaning forward just a little bit. So I just purchased from Kraus Moto, I picked up the Kraus Moto T-Rex plate, and I'm going to open that up and show you what that looks like in a minute. What that is basically it moves the bars back 2 inches and up 1 inch. And that's going to allow me to rotate these bars up just a little bit, get my riding position more straight up and down, keep my back happy, and hopefully give me a little bit more positive control, a little bit more spread out, a little more comfort. Anyway, I'll be back to you guys in a second. Okay, so I just opened up the package before I unbox it. Basically, it looks like a couple of bolts that are going to be bolting into the actual clamps there themselves, and then the Kraus riser. And you can see the inch of height just comes from where it's going to be put on. And that's going to move it about 2 inches back so you can have everything set up. I'm going to get this installed. Realistically, I'm not expecting it's going to be real difficult. Basically, I'm going to be unbolting these guys, and they're just going to sit back about right here, and that's going to give me a little bit better angle. Now, the problem I'm going to have, and this is just something I'm going to have to play with, is that means once I have it moved back a couple of inches, I'm probably going to be rotating the bars back up. Because right now, if you notice, I have them kicked back quite a bit just to give me that good reach. As soon as I get this Kraus Moto T-Rex plate on there, it should take care of the problem.
Okay. It took a little bit of time and I had to modify a couple of things, but it's on. Obviously it's not finished. I've got all the wiring to redo. I got to put my ground wire somewhere now because now it's going to sit on here and look even sillier. Big part is I'm going to have to adjust these because right now, if you look at it, they're sitting way back and low. Cool part is all I got to do is pop this Arlen Ness cover off right here, loosen up a couple of bolts inside, and then I'm going to twist these up. Then of course I got to modify everything here. But basically at this point it's adjustments and cleanup. Not real hard. The hardest part of this deal, honestly, and this is by the way, this is a really tight fit into your triple clamp. It took a little bit. I had to hit it with a soft hammer to get it to set a little bit. And honestly, as I tightened it, it pulled it all the way tight, but it took a little bit of work. I broke a pretty good sweat. Things I noticed, if you have Arlen Ness risers for something like that and you had the longer bolts to make that work, those don't fit when you go to put in the T-Rex plate. You actually need to go back to the factory bolts. Luckily, I keep everything factory, well, more or less, just in case I need it for something so I didn't have to go run to the store or actually have the part. I think this is really going to make a big difference, especially when I get this all done, and I'll do a little video as soon as I ride it and get it all adjusted, but it's going to take probably, my guess, is 3 or 4 shots at getting this right. You can see how far back they are now. Now I want them higher up and a little further forward. So anyway, I'll come back after I take a few rides, let you know what I think, and we'll be back. Okay, so now I've gone through 2 rounds of adjustments, actually, and I think I got it pretty darn close to where I need it. I've actually Loctited everything this time through. Take a look at what it looks like now. I think it looks pretty badass, to be honest with you. It kind of has that little robo look to it, very custom looking. You can see how it looks from, basically I'd be sitting right here. You can see what it looks like. It puts the gauges right there in your face. I've got the bars tilted up quite a bit now. So now they're more almost in line with my shoulders, maybe an inch below my shoulders, which seems to be an optimum riding position. What I noticed on the previous ride is I was too close to the seat now. So I was actually ended up sitting basically with my butt right there. Now that I've pulled them up forward, that should be resolved. I'm also going to move the seat back. I have about a half inch of play. I'm going to pull that back just a little bit. Thing that's really I don't like, to be honest with you, and I just threw this on here for fun, is this big open gap here. That's going to be resolved. What I'm planning on doing is taking all this wiring, and I'm going to see if I can make this happen. There's a little plastic cover plate right here on the side of the frame, right in the neck of the frame. I'm going to see if I can take all this wiring, run it down here through the side neck here and then push it through. It's gonna take a little bit of work. After I do that, I wanna get a little plate, something, I may have to have it made because I haven't seen anything that's gonna cover the ugliness, which is the factory triple clamp. I don't really wanna spend $300 on a triple clamp just for looks. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I am very excited about this Kraus T-Rex plate. I think it's gonna make a huge difference for my back. Also, it makes it more comfortable just to ride. I felt a little bit more positive control. But we'll see. I have to get used to it and see how it works out. Anyway, thanks for watching Rosie's Garage. Look forward to talking to y'all again soon. Peace.